Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Xblick right here with you guys with the 6th part to What If Deku was isekai'd to That's Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Let's just get straight into this, boys. Just remember, like, subscribe, all of that jazz, and remember, God is awesome, you guys are too, and let's just get straight into this epic what if, which is, what if Deku was isekai'd to the Tensei world. Let's go! Now, before this part starts, I do have to admit something. I did actually end up cutting in half that recording session. I just didn't end up editing my outro for that part, since it was like 12 o'clock at night when I actually did end up editing this thing. So, yeah, so sorry about that. I've, tricked you a little bit. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys for clicking on this video, and let's just get straight into the recap. So, last time we kind of left off, pretty much Napoleon and all those guys and Rima and all that, they started like going towards the Orc Lord. They fought the Orc Lord, and all of that kind of stuff happened as they started fighting, and it was pretty cool. Rimuru ended up killing the Orc Disaster, and I'm pretty sure they've just kind of finished up their talk. And yeah. So, yeah, Napoleon has... Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let's just get straight into this part of What If Deku was isekai'd to the Tensei world. Let's go. As after this, Napoleon kind of exiles himself for like a month and a bit, as he wants to get stronger and stronger, as he goes into the sealed cave, which is... If you guys don't know what that is, it's the place where Rimuru kind of started off, where he met Veldora and pretty much the, what are they called? The dragon newts and the blizzard people and all those guys do their kind of farming and all of that. And that's where all those kind of monsters are. But he goes down there as he fights a bunch of monsters and gets stronger and stronger and stronger. The reason why he's doing it down there is so he can train his kind of inaccessibility to sun rays and like sunlight. So he has to get stronger without the use of the sun. Yeah. Pretty much straight after this, like he's fighting like a bunch of monsters as he gains a kind of new skill, which is artificial sun, which he pretty much creates. And what he kind of comes up with this idea as he creates a sun in the sky as he sends it up. As it's kind of like, if you guys have seen Dragon Ball and all that, people, how the Saiyans create artificial moons so they can turn into the Ozaru form and the kind of big great ape form, as they turn into that when they look up at it. So that's kind of the same premise. He creates a artificial sun as he throws it up into the sky, and this gives him kind of more power. This gives him the power like if he was in direct sunlight. And pretty much the bigger that it is, the stronger and more power the Solarian will gain. Or I guess he is a Helion now. So the stronger they become. So Napoleon, he just gets stronger as he fights a bunch of different monsters. He gains a bunch of more kind of new skills and all that. One of these being Burning Thread, which is pretty much a spider-like thread that can immobilize any creature. and pretty much he can combust it at will, or if there's too much strain on the thread itself, it will automatically detonate, sending a torrent of fire and pretty much incinerating whatever was in the thread. As it's kind of like it's kind of like getting engulfed by the sun. That's pretty much all Napoleon's powers are. It's literally he's just giving you like the sun to the face. Like he's just sending like fire from the sun into you and you die immediately. That's kind of how it works. So after that he becomes kind of stronger and stronger and stronger. And after that he comes back out. After that he kind of everybody greets him, and he is given the position as the executioner of the Jura Forest Alliance. Which, if you guys don't know what the executioner is, he kills a lot of people. Like, a lot of people die. So, after this, he does create a new greatsword. This greatsword is kind of like, how would I explain it? This bit's off the top of my head as well. So, this greatsword is, I'd say probably about 2 meters, or it can change its size. So, if he puts, it's kind of special, and if he puts like more energy into it, the longer it gets or whatever, or the more power it gets, he can kind of control it. It's like an extension of himself. So, he does that as it's like stronger. It's got a mini sun in the middle of it, as it's a glowing orange blue kind of thing. It's cool. As that's kind of like that, and it's got kind of these weird kind of writing on the kind of side of the blade just to make it look even cooler. As pretty much that is how that is. It's as its base length, the blade is probably about 1 meter long, and it can go up to maybe 1 meter and a bit long if he puts more energy into it. And this blade can straight up like chop like anything in half if he puts enough power into it. So after that, during this time, Napoleon is helping with construction and kind of helping everybody out, as there are a few times where like random poachers or just annoying people in general, or monsters ever come along, or just horrible people, as either they get given the boot or they get given the bucket as they kick it, and they die. There you go. So, there you go. If you guys didn't understand that reference, there you go. As, after this, kind of, Napoleon helps them out as he kills every kind of monster and all of that. As 2 months later, after Napoleon kind of gets back out, Napoleon kind of helps out in construction, as they hear that somebody is coming towards the kind of city or the town, as everybody's wondering like what's going on, like why, what, what's going on. As after this, they go out as they see a bunch of kind of Pegasus kind of flying towards them with people on top of them. As Napoleon walks out and he's like, so the King of Dwargon decides to appear. As, yeah, so pretty much King Dwargo comes along as he arrives, coming down. As Rimuru does his whole fighting thing with him, as Dwargo kind of challenges him, saying, "Fight me! Fight me! Fight me!" As he kind of gets fought, and Rimuru blocks his attack. As after this, Napoleon's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." As Dwargo's like, "Huh?" And Napoleon's like, I'll fight you." Like, "Come on, you fought him, let me fight you." And Dwargo's like, "Alright, I would never let down a challenge." As Napoleon's like, "Alright, sick." So, as he's like, "Alright, cool." So, they get kind of ready to fight, as Napoleon, he's like, "Alright," as he summons his kind of sword, or I don't know. No, he unsheaths his sword, which is sick. It's like in a cool kind of scabbard thing, medieval kind of scabbard thing. As he pulls this thing out, as it kind of lands on the ground, as Dwargo's like, alright, same rules apply, or is it first person to get a tap on them? As Napoleon's like, let's make this interesting, first person to get a tap. So, if you guys don't understand, first person to get tapped by the kind of side of the blade. So not the sharp side, but the other side, like the knife side. So, that kind of happens as they start, Trainee does her whole, like, saying, alright, ready, fight, as Dwargo, he dashes towards Napoleon. Napoleon puts a sword up and blocks the attack as he grabs, kind of, Dwargo's wrist as he brings his sword down, ready to strike Dwargon on the shoulder, as Dwargon pushes Napoleon back. As Napoleon, he gets ready to attack as he feints a charge, but then Dwargo gets ready to block it, but Napoleon isn't there, as he feels a tap kind of on his shoulder as he looks to his side as he sees a blade against his neck. As Napoleon's like, I win. As he taps he taps Dwargo on the shoulder with his blade. As he brings it back over his shoulder, he's like, that was fun, let's do it again sometime. As he sheaths his sword and he goes back out and kind of hangs out. As after this, Dwargon says, alright, so pretty much you create your whole nation. As Rimru's like, I create my own. Alright, yep, I will create my own nation. That's not hard at all. So everybody parties and all that, like everybody's kind of tipsy. Napoleon's straight up like gone. He's just out of it. He's like, he was drunk and then he was gone. He was just down. As he just got nap timed. As pretty much after this, Rimuru kind of creates the Jura Tempest Federation and the capital city Rimuru, and everybody agrees. They're like, yay, what a nice name. As everybody's like, yeah, we should name the capital city Rimuru after our leader Rimuru. And everybody's like, yeah, it's such a great idea. And Rimuru's like, no, that's not a great idea. And Napoleon wakes up. He's like, yo, what? Are we naming the city after Rimuru? And everyone's like, yeah, let's name this city after Rimuru. And they're like, yo, this is the greatest thing. And Rimuru's like, no, it is not the greatest thing. Let's not do this. And Napoleon's like, alright, that's settled. And everybody's like, yeah, it's settled. Place is Rimuru. As pretty much Dwargo, he leaves, and 2 days later, he kind of arrives as he drops off Vesta, or pretty much drops off a kind of body in a bag, as they're wondering who it is, and they see that it's Vesta, as everybody's like, whoa, it's Vesta, as everybody's like, oh, okay, cool, he's like part of the Jura Tempest Federation now, that's cool. As after this, like, everybody's clapping, saying, yay, this guy's now our new researcher. As after this, Rimuru turns around and is like, why are you here? As Napoleon just puts his hand on, he puts his hand on Gabriel's shoulder as he says, why are you here? As he starts putting a kind of pressure of heat on Gabriel's shoulder, as Gabriel's like, wait, okay, I want to be part of your kingdom. Let me be part of your kingdom. Let me be here. As Rimuru's like, alright. And they pretty much, all of Gabiru and his subordinates and all that, they all get named as Sokka. She gets named and becomes a human Dragonoid. And everybody else becomes a normal Dragonoid, which is great. So, that all kind of happens as everybody's kind of given a job now. Like, Vesta kind of becomes the researcher as he researches the kind of 100 or 99% potions, or whatever they're called. Yeah, 99% potions. As after this, kind of who else is it? Gabiru and all the lizard people, they go down into the kind of, what is it called? In the sealed cave where Veldora was and Napoleon trained. So they go in there as they kind of harvest and grow the good Healy potion leaves. They harvest them. So that all happens like that. Pretty much later on after this, everybody's kind of just chilling out. Everybody's wondering like, yo, this is pretty cool. Like, everybody's just working on the town. It's gotten kind of big now. And then Malim kind of happens. As Rimuru, he kind of like comes along. He's like, oh, like, what's this strange feeling that I'm feeling? As he starts like running towards the hill, as then a giant magic meteor just slams down into the ground as it starts going. I can't do it. I'm sorry, but she starts laughing and she's like, ha ha ha. I am Malim Nava. I'm the only dragonoid Malim Nava. I think that's how it is. Yeah, I'm the only dragonoid Malim Nava. And, I'm a demon lord. And Rimuru like, oh, damn, a demon lord. As Napoleon's like, oh, damn, a demon lord. As everybody's like, they just look over and like, huh? When did you get here? Napoleon's like, I heard an explosion, so I came along and was like, cool. So, yeah, anyway, what's going on? As pretty much Malim does her whole thing and she's like, welcome, like, yo, I'm Malim, like, you're pretty strong. Like, why aren't you in your real form? As Rimuru, like, comes up, he's like, hi, I'm Rimuru. As he turns into his real thing. As all the Kijin come along as they go, like, start attacking Malim. As, everybody just starts attacking. They're like, rah, rah, rah. As after this, like, after Soei and Benimaru do their whole attack, Napoleon is like, do you know what? Why not? I love fighting. So he just says, Helio chains, as he smashes like some chains around kind of Malim, as then he also adds burning thread, as some threads start wrapping around her as well, as he says Firestorm, as he sends a massive torrent of white fire towards Malim, as it hits her, as the thing releases, she's like, huh, well, at least your fire's stronger than this guy's. As as Benimaru's like, huh? As Napoleon's like, sucks to suck, buddy. As pretty much after this, oh, sorry. After this, like, Malim's like, they would have worked probably against any other demon lord, but not me. As Napoleon's like, thought not. As he starts cracking his knuckles, cracking his neck, as he gets ready, as he dashes towards Malim, as he kind of punches Malim square in the face, but it doesn't do anything. He's like, I don't know why I do these things, as he gets smacked back. As Napoleon's like, alright, yep, I'm not winning this one. Oh, that was pain. It's like, as Malim's like, alright, that was fun. As Rimuru's like, oh, wait, wait. And Napoleon's like, no, let me fight. As Rimuru's like, no, you're done. As then Rimuru does his whole kind of thing where he comes along as, he goes along, he's like, as he gets ready, he's like, get ready for my final attack, as he shoves a strange golden substance into kind of Malim's mouth, as Malim's like, whoa, this is so tasty, as then he's like, yo, this is pretty cool, and Napoleon, like, in his head, he's just like, yo, is that honey? Like, what? As, yeah, it is honey, as the whole thing happens, like, they call it a draw, as everybody's like, well, that's pretty cool. And that is where we're going to end off this part of what if Deku was isekai'd to the Tensei world, or that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So, hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, remember, like, subscribe, all of that jazz, and just thank you guys for looking on this video, Like, it's just so cool seeing that you guys actually do enjoy this, the comments, the likes, and all of those guys. Just, it's really awesome seeing that you guys actually do enjoy these videos, and it is kind of hits me home when I do see like all these nice comments saying like, yo, these are cool and that, since I'm still a quite small kind of creator, so that kind of hits me home, so it's a really cool thing to see. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope you guys do enjoy this part, or enjoyed this part. And yeah, just remember, God is awesome, you guys are too, and just have a great day. Like, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.